go get my charger. Give me a quick little second, because I forgot my charger. Oh my God. Sprinkle to the love, Buffy. Thank you, boo. Thank you, sis. Thank you. I still haven't finished cleaning my room. My room is still a mess. Bad. I haven't had a chance. I've been so busy. I've been so busy. I was a little... I've been busy, plus I just have a lot going on with practice with Junior yesterday, and then I had to go do some restock at Sam's Club, and then yeah, just kind of catching up at home. Kids didn't have school on Monday, so, well, Jaden didn't. And then I ended up taking Junior for a haircut because he needed one really bad. Oh my God, Trisha, I'm so sorry. Hi, Irene, you're here. How was your Easter? ¿Cómo te la pasaste? How is your family? I was saying on my live that I was gonna ask you if well, I don't know how old the baby is. Si quieres el columpio, if you want the swing back, if you guys can use it. Last night I did an Easter bunny look. I did do it off of live, to be honest, just because it was a little late and I didn't want to stay up all night because I got to take the kids to school. So I did it off live, but it came out really cute. It was very simple, but it was a bunny look. I have another look that I want to do. I'll post some pictures in a little bit. But yeah, let my contacts settle in, you guys, because if not, no puedo ver. Bro, you know what? It's so crazy that I was just on my other side of my Facebook, like my personal account. And you know how like memories come up? Like, oh, 10 years ago or 5 years ago on this day, you posted this, right? I gotta go get glasses, you guys. I need to get, maybe today I'll go, since I don't think Junior has practice today. I'm gonna go and see if I could get some frames because look. Literally, look at what hubby did to my glasses because this one broke completely. Look at that. They're hanging by threads. This one, I just stick it back in there. It doesn't help that baby keeps pulling it out. I have contacts, so at least I have that. I make them work, though. They still work, but I need new frames. So if Junior doesn't have practice today, then I'm going to go and see if I find some at the same place. I got those frames because I literally want some similar ones, but maybe a different color or a different style. Well, I want the same shape, but a different color. Or if not, we'll see what they have. But other than that, if not, then I'm going to get the same one. I sent you a request a long time ago, Chris, on your personal... Really? Are you serious? Can you well, I'll go check, but do you want... Can you unsend it and resend it? Girl, my glasses are not fixable. Like, it has literally screws, like nails that hubby put in there. Look at that. He reinforced it, like literally. He removed this entire little thing on this side. You see that? I need new glasses, girl. Some cute ones. But I want them to be similar to this shape. But I do have contacts, so. Anyways, so 13 years ago on my Facebook, I got like a memory thing, like, oh, what did it say? 13 years ago today, you posted this, and it was a picture of one of my dream cars. And you guys know, as some of you know, or some of you don't know, I got a new car. And it's crazy to say that I ended up getting exactly what I wanted, that I visioned. I know it took a long time to get it. 13 years to be exact. But I got it. I'm so happy because who would have ever thought, you know? It's just crazy that that even happened. But I mean, I did it honestly on my personal account. I really don't go on there unless like I log off and I go into my old Facebook account, because that's how I have my homegirl movement set up, is through my other account, my old Crystal Hernandez, my first one I ever made. So when I log off and I log on there is when I come back on here, is when I go on my personal account. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Juanita. That's literally when I see like my old post, like, well, my old page, basically, my main account. I see, but I don't really be on it, so I don't really see much of it, to be honest. That's why I didn't snap. I don't really be on there. But I seen the day before yesterday, my son turned 19, you guys, and we didn't really get to celebrate because his birthday is April 4th. We didn't really get to celebrate. He had work and all that, and he just wanted to go have dinner on his day off. And I was like, okay, that's fine, you know. But when I went on my YouTube, on Facebook, I had like an old memory also of 13 years ago, or I don't know, 12, 13 years ago. And it's literally it's so sad, you guys. It literally broke my heart. It's literally a video of me. Okay, so the video starts off with all the kids. We're in a classroom, and it's Nathaniel's. He is little, you guys. This was literally 13 years ago. And they're all singing happy birthday to my son in his classroom, and he's all little. And then my best friend, Felicia, rest in peace, that, you know, she passed away. That's literally like my best friend. She could hear her voice in the background asking Serenity, like, because Titi is little, you guys. She can't even talk a full sentence yet. And my best friend's asking her, whose birthday is it? And Serenity's like trying to talk, like, you know, baby talk. She's like 2, 3, 4 years old. I don't even know, honestly. But it's so sad because time flies, man. Like, now he's 19. And anyway, so that's why I didn't really get to post much. His birthday was on Saturday. Saturday we had a game, Junior's first football game, which he did so good, you guys. He killed it. He did so freaking good. And then I ended up buying a car that day, like literally. If anybody's trying to buy a vehicle, message me, bro, because this dealership is amazing. We went in there looking for a car for my son. I know, Kathy, you know that when I bought my Cadillac, my CTS, I bought it when we first bought the house. When we first moved here, we bought the house and we were here not even a year, maybe like a little bit less than a year. Yeah. And then I purchased my Cadillac because my Durango, the engine blew, sadly, and I loved my Durango. It was literally like the perfect family car, you guys. I had a Dodge Hemi Durango, fully loaded. Like, I loved that car so much. It had the third row seat. Like, it was a perfect SUV. But the engine blew. It sucked so freaking bad. So bad. So Saturday we didn't really get to celebrate, and he had to work too. So like I said, so we didn't even plan on, like, you guys know, and I've been searching for a vehicle, and I was gonna buy one at the Cadillac dealership. But then honestly, I didn't like the way they were doing business, and I definitely don't think they deserved to get any business from me because of the way we were being treated. So I backed out, literally, and then I decided, you know what, like, I'm just gonna wait, and maybe there's something better later on. I'll find something better. So on Saturday we weren't looking for a car for me. We were actually looking for a car for my son, and they had a vehicle that I've been obviously interested. I have three vehicles that I've been wanting to get, and they actually had one, and this one, oh my god, it's beautiful. Like, I am so in love with it. I'm so happy. Like, I am so blessed. And anyways, the guy was so nice, you guys. Like, they treated us so good. Like, you could tell when a salesperson is interested in making a sale, basically. Like, the way they treat you, you know, like, they're very welcoming. Compared to when we went to the Cadillac dealership, bro, you could tell they did not want to freaking, like, they were like judging, bro. Like, they dead ass probably thought we were window shopping, and no. But over here, they were so nice. The guy was like, I'm busy helping somebody right now, but here's the keys. Go ahead and take the vehicle for a test drive. And then he's like, come back in half an hour, you know, go on the highway, test it out. And then if you have any questions when you get back, let me know. And then we took it, fell in love. When we got back, I'm not even lying, you guys, literally 3.5 hours later, done. Paperwork done, deal done, left home with a new car. I was so pumped. I was like literally in denial, didn't even believe, like, I'm like, after the last experience I had at the Cadillac dealership, I was like, nah, dude. There's like, I don't know, I guess I thought it was like all, even on Monday, bro, I was kind of like, is this even real? Like, what if they call and they're like, okay, bring it back. Bring the car back. And I'll be like, oh my God, I'd have been so sad. I would have been all hurt, because that's like getting you all excited, take it home and then bring it back. But I mean, today is what, Wednesday? So, and then I got a bunch of like emails to, text messages and emails to do like review on the experience with them. And you guys, I'm dead ass. If you're looking for a car in Albuquerque, Santa Fe, Rio Rancho area, let me know, because they are amazing. Amazing. Hi, No Filter. How are you? Okay, let's talk about it really fast, because I'm a little confused, bro. I remember when you got it, and the curbside. Wait, what? Jessica, you remember my Durango, girl? I loved that car so much, and sadly, bro, when I bought the Durango, I had like full coverage. I had extended warranty. I had everything you need for a car, for a used car at that. The only thing that they screwed me, because they're like, oh, you got bumper to bumper coverage, and then when the engine blew, they tried to say that I drove the car while it was overheating. Who could be that fucking dumb to do something like that, right? But how convenient is it that the only, you know, I was told your vehicle is covered from bumper to bumper. That means everything is covered, right? But what are the chances that once the engine blew, they came at me sideways with some like messed up stuff, basically saying, oh, sorry, but the only thing that is not included on the coverage is the engine. Oh, thank you very much. Boom, bro. Got stuck with the freaking, and I got lucky, you guys, because my primo works. At the time, he used to work he was a mechanic at the BMW dealership in Santa Fe. So I got really lucky because he was able to find me a really good deal on a used engine. And that ran me 9 grand, dude. So then later on, I found out by a lot of you guys that actually owned a Durango, that's a common problem on those cars, which makes sense why they include everything else but that. Because if that's a common problem, why the hell would they want to cover something that's so expensive and is common on breaking on those vehicles? So if you own a Dodge Durango, be careful. Because I promise you that I heard so many people, you guys, in my comments were telling me that the same situation happened to them. And the craziest thing, you guys, is like, this is when we first moved to Rio Rancho, you guys, and we were actually on our way to Santa Fe. And from my house to the tip of the end of Bernalillo, it's a good 20-minute drive because I live like on the newer side of Rio Rancho, like deep in there, like way in there. Like I've lived pretty far to the highway. So if you know, obviously from my house to there, 20 minutes of driving my car, heat-wise, should be in the middle. It shouldn't be cold. It shouldn't be hot. It should be in the middle, right? So when I was driving, because I was driving, we barely got on the highway. Like we were on the highway for a little bit, or maybe a while now, because we were going up La Bajada Hill. And if you're from Santa Fe or New Mexico, you know La Bajada Hill is like, it's a huge curb going up, right? I noticed instantly my check engine light turned on, and I told Michael, like, the engine to the check engine light just turned on, and he's like, what the fuck? So he's like, does it say anything else? And I'm like, no. And then he's like, check the temperature. And when I looked at the temperature gauge, dude, it was literally on cool. It was indicating that my car was still cold. So keep in mind, I've already been driving over half an hour. We could say I was driving for 45 minutes. There's no reason for my car to be overheating, right? I mean, for it to be cold. So then Michael's like, you should pull off to the side so I can check it. Instantly, check engine light turned on. Michael had me go through the little buttons, like the manual, to see if it said anything. Nothing. Then he's like, check the temperature. Then I told him it was cold. Less than 5 minutes, you guys, I promise you. Less than 5 minutes. As soon as the check engine light, all of that happened, Michael's like, get off the highway. So when you're going up La Bajada Hill, it's 3 lanes. So I was all the way to the left side, so I had to work my way over, right? Which I did that. And literally, I noticed that my car was starting to like stall out, like it didn't want to go up the fucking hill, like it was slowing down. So I barely even made it, you guys, to the other side. As soon as I got onto the other side and I stopped, boom, all this smoke starts coming out. Oh my God, bro. I was so fucking pissed off. Anyways, very conveniently, the insurance hit me with the, oh, you were driving with that vehicle overheating. Who would be that fucking dumb? And if I was driving with my car overheating, it wouldn't even allow me to drive, dude. That fucking car, the engine blew so fucking fast in less than 5 minutes. Like, how could I be driving with the car overheating since 45 minutes behind, right? Like, that doesn't even make sense. But that's what I'm saying. Like, since they know that that's a very common problem on those vehicles, that's why they get you with that shit. And in all reality, like, it fucking sucks, you guys, because I had to go and fight the insurance and have them investigate and had like a whole court hearing and everything. And they fucking lied, bro. They fucking lied. Like, in all reality, they said that I blew the engine because I drove on it while it was overheating. Like, I pushed it. Like, boy, the fuck, you guys are dumber than shit. Like, and how was I supposed to prove it? Like, am I supposed to record my vehicle at all times when I'm driving it? No, like, who would have ever thought that? But then again, now that I think about it, isn't there like a way they could check the computer system to see, like, okay, what turned on the vehicle while she was driving, right? Like, so if the car was overheating, why did it indicate that the car was overheating? And why is it that the gauge that is supposed to show me if the car is cold or hot, why was that not working? What, it was broken. So if it's broken, how am I supposed to know if the car's overheating or not, if I'm literally on the highway? Anyways, they fucked me, and I still owed over, I think like over 45 grand on that car, which sucks so fucking bad. So it was either leave it broken on the side of the fucking house and keep making car payments on a vehicle that obviously I can't use because the engine's blown, or get another engine. So my cousin came through, and I sadly paid 9 grand for a used engine, plus, you know, labor and all that. I paid a good few $1,000s for it. And then once we fixed it, my primo was like, you know what, like, now that you fixed it, you should be good. But I was too scared to keep it. Like, wouldn't you guys be scared to keep the car? Like, after, especially being so much, I guess I just have fucking bad luck, bro, because what are the chances of that happening? And then my transmission fucked up on my CTS. That ran me 4 grand recently this year. So it's like, and I don't even like drive my car that much, you guys. The most I drive my car is on the weekends when we're running around for sports, or if we're going to do activities with the kids. Other than that, it's up the street to the schools, up the street to the grocery store, Walmart, and home. And practice. That's it. I don't really use my cars. I don't drive that much. But I was like, once my cousin said, oh, you know, you could keep it. There's nothing going to happen anymore. You know, it's going to last you. It's going to be good. You don't have to worry about it. But I was like, fuck that. What if it breaks again? I'm not going to fucking cough up another 9 grand, girl. That's when I decided that I was going to get rid of it. And then I got the CTS, which is probably the dumbest thing I could have done, even though it was such a beautiful car. It literally was, the owner used to drive it around. It was clean. It only had 1 owner. It barely had any miles on it. So it kind of, I say it was probably a dumb move for me to get that, because I went from an SUV, and at the time I had Nathaniel, Serenity, Junior, and Jaden, 4 kids, and then me and hubby. In that little car, bro, you could only fit 3 people, 3 persons in the back and 2 in the front. Like, anytime we want to go anywhere, we have to go in the truck, literally. So because Michael actually, he still had his Charger when we moved over here. He didn't have the truck. But when I bought my CTS, he, like a few months after me, he bought his GMC truck. So that ended up being our family car whenever we do shit on the weekend. So it was pretty dumb. But I was like stupid and dumb and like, oh, I love the car. I always wanted a CTS. I'm a Caddy girl. I've always been a Caddy girl. I love Cadillacs. I own another Cadillac DeVille. It's paid off. That's the one that I got candy painted and all that. It's sitting in my, like in Santa Fe, you guys. Serenity wants that car. She wants me to give it to her. And it's just sitting there, but I've always been a Cadillac girl, but that was probably the dumbest shit I could have done. Well, actually, no, because you're barely putting any miles on the vehicle, so it's not like I wasn't. I mean, what I mean is it's not that I'm stopping and going. It's more of the car doesn't get used that much because we don't really go I don't really go everywhere. I'm not on driving it 24/7. So I didn't put that many miles. That's why even when I gave up my car now, the guy was mind blown on how many miles my car even had, because obviously it should have more miles if it gets used like a normal person that uses their car 24/7. So that actually helped me a lot. I ended up getting more for the vehicle than what because I only owed on my CTS 9 grand, you guys. That's all I owed on it, and the plan was to pay it off and give it to my son. But then at the end, I was paranoid because we had to rebuild the transmission on it. I was like, I'm not going to give that to I'd rather get my son something else, you know. Which at this point, you guys, he could get whatever he wants. I mean, he does graduate this year. He just turned 19. He could literally get his own car and do the first time buyer program. But the dealership where I bought my vehicle, they also told me that if I wanted to buy my car back off of them, they would sell it back to me for the amount they gave it to me in the first place. If I wanted it for my son, and then it would be under my son's name, unless I, just buy it up front cash. But honestly, I don't think I want that for my son, and my son's very hurt about it. Like, it caused a big old fight between me and him, but I don't think he understands, like, dude, that shit's expensive. Like, you gotta understand it's expensive to fix cars like that. And everybody right now, I feel like all the kids around his age right now, they all drive the freaking Chargers. Am I not right? I see every kid either in a Challenger or a Charger. All of them. All of them. All of them. All of them. But let me tell you something. If you are a young parent, I mean, if you just had your first baby and your baby's still in diapers, let me give you a little advice as a mother, okay? Because I'm learning the hard way now. So let me give you a little advice. Don't spoil your fucking kids, okay? I mean it as, I grew up very poor. The first few years of my life, I lived in Mexico. I lived in Juarez. I was born in Houston, Texas, but I lived in Juarez the first few years of my life, so we were very poor. And then growing up, I really didn't have much, like I used to school shop at Goodwill. I never even knew that Goodwill was hand-me-downs. I thought it was a regular store till I grew up and I found out that Goodwill, which in Spanish you call them las segundas, I never knew that meant it's used clothes, but that's where I shopped. My mom shopped for me for school. Yes, I got underwear and socks and shoes at a regular store, but we would always get me stuff clothes-wise there. So when I had my kids, this is where the lecture comes from, okay, where it's gonna come from, basically. I always decided that the minute I start making money and I have money, I'm gonna give my kids everything I never had, okay? So now my kids are very spoiled. I mean, I spoiled them so much that now I'm kind of I kind of fucked myself over for that. So don't do that, you guys. Let me tell you, honestly, I know that you want to spoil your kids, and if you can afford it, why not, right? But don't do that. Don't do that, because I'm being serious. All my kids, at the age of 7, they all get their first iPhone or whatever cell phone. They all got a cell phone at the age of 7. Why do they even need a phone at 7? Girl, OMG, same with my mom. Really? They don't need a phone at that age. I mean, but whatever. I'm a very fair person. So if one kid got their first phone at 7, they all get their phone at 7. Okay? The only one that doesn't have a phone right now is Jaden, but he has a tablet, which is a phone. He could call. It has a personal phone number. He can call, and I mean, it runs as a phone, but it's a tablet. Which, by the way, he actually had a phone, but whatever, it's broken. But now my kids are so used to me spoiling them and giving them everything they want. They expect me, right now, the issue with my son is that he was being so stubborn about wanting that Cadillac instead of searching for another vehicle. I told him, dude, if my mom gave me the opportunity to be look, I'm going to buy you your first car, go and look for a car and see what you find, but it has to be less than 15, 20 grand, okay, for your first car. First car you're going to get, okay? I would have, I would be on it looking for a fucking car, right? I never got the option. I got my mom's old car. I chose that over a quinceañera. I was just happy I had a car to cruise around with my friends. That's all I cared about. I didn't care if it was the prettiest, if it was the newest. I didn't care. I got a Hyundai Elantra. Look it up. Not the best car out there. But I was just happy that I was the first girl or kid in 8th grade to have a fucking car that was theirs. Like, that was my car. I used to literally drive it to school. I know this sounds crazy, but I did. And I would park at the apartments across the street because how could I go to 8th grade with a car? I'm being serious. Okay, and if you're wondering, like, I did get a year held back in school because I didn't know English, obviously, because my first language is Spanish. So when I started school in kindergarten, they decided to keep me a year back because I didn't know any English, which at the end was probably the dumbest thing they could have done because I still learned it. I love going to Las Segundas, probably spelled wrong. No, girl, I do too. I still go. I still go to Goodwill, and I like to go to look for antique stuff, like old stuff. There's nothing wrong with it, honestly. I really don't see anything wrong with it. I feel like going to Las Segundas is like shopping at TJ Maxx and Ross and all that. But this is the whole point of the little story. Don't spoil your kids, because then later on they think that you have to do this and you have to do that when you don't. For example, as a parent, you are not obligated to buy your kid their first fucking car. Tell me if I'm wrong, because I want to know where and how can I purchase the parent fucking guideline fucking book where it says that as a parent, you have to buy your kid their first fucking car. I would look, because that's not the case. No. Yes, I get it. All these kids see, you know, they see on social media these other kids be getting brand new fucking G-Wagons and Telsas and fucking brand new Chargers, Hellcats. No, but not everybody's not in a situation like that. There's parents out there that don't even have a car right now. So what makes you think like everybody's life is different? Everybody's life is different. But my kids were so used to me living the easy money, like fast making money, because yes, I worked as a bank teller, but when I didn't work as a bank teller, I was making easy money. So I had a bunch of fucking money, and I would make it like this, and I could buy them whatever they want, anything they wanted. They got used to that lifestyle. I don't live that lifestyle. I get a paycheck like everybody else. Like, if I want something really bad, I gotta save money. Like, that's what it is. I'm not fucking rich. But my son was being very stubborn, and he got in a big old fight with me literally this weekend when we took, well, on Monday or Tuesday, Monday, I think. We took him out to celebrate his birthday dinner. I literally walked out of that bitch crying in tears, bro, because my kid, like, the way they talk to me, it's like he was angry, bro. Like, he was so angry that I got rid of the car. He's like, oh, well, you said that you were gonna give it to me. But it's like, do you not understand that it had already broke, dude? You want something that has literally, it's like a 50-50 chance that it might break again. Can you afford it? Yeah, you have a job, you work part-time. You work at a fast food restaurant right now, which there's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't even have nothing to do with it. The only reason why I say it is because your hours they're not steady. It's not like any other place where you get a steady fucking 9 to 5 whatever schedule. You work in a fast food restaurant where your hours get changed bi-weekly. Or if it's a very slow day, guess what? They send you home. Bro, my car payment on that car, bro, I literally $600 a month. My son thinks he could afford that. No. That was the whole reason why I was going to pay it off and gift it to him. But if he wanted something else, you know, I was still going to help him, get him a car. Depending on what he got, then he would do payments past what I was going to pay for him, you know, like whatever amount I'm going to put up for him, then he would pay the difference in payments. Dude, Tina, it's so sad, dude. Like, he was like mad at me, like the way he was talking to me, like almost like, bitch, you owe me a fucking car. Like, that's how I felt he was talking to me. I literally started fucking crying at the restaurant because, like, literally I could start crying right now because it pisses me off so much. Because it's like, yeah, it's not your fault that the fucking, you know, the sperm donor because that's what the fuck he is. He's not a dad. He's not a father. He's a fucking sperm donor. Didn't give a fuck about my son. And I was mom and dad his entire life, right? But how is it like you would think that now that you're 19 that you would see that? Like, damn, you know, like my mom's out here. She's done everything for me and more. You know, she's trying her hardest to give me whatever I want, and you know she's offering me to buy me whatever car I want, but here I am being stubborn over a fucking CTS, a fucking car that's not, doesn't know, he doesn't even seem to get the fact that if it breaks again, I'm probably gonna have to fix it for him. Where the fuck is he gonna pull money out of, dude? Like, this entire time he's been working, he didn't save shit. He hasn't saved anything. I literally forced him, I'm gonna say 4 or 5 months ago, I forced him to start sending me some money from every paycheck so I could save money for him. Because you know what he spends all his money in? Eating fucking out. My son does not eat at home. He eats out every fucking day. That's where his money goes. And I'm not even lying. But he literally made me fucking so upset. I literally started crying. I didn't even finish my food. I just fucking got up and go, which it pissed me off that he was being like that, because he's like, you're mad that you even have to take me to work. No, that's not an issue. My problem with you is that I've been telling you for over a year, since before my car broke, you guys, I had already told him to look for a car and I was going to buy him a fucking car. But he was being stubborn about my car. But Lisa, even if you don't tell them that you're being mom and dad, technically you are mom and dad because dad isn't around. And you don't make a baby by yourself. So what I mean is me being mom and dad is I'm picking up the slack that the other piece of shit parent didn't bring, that isn't there. I am mom and dad. I am. I really am. There's no saying I'm not. So I am, because you don't make a baby by yourself. So when you have to take care of a child by yourself, like, don't get me wrong, Michael's here, and Michael, they see him as their dad. Michael's been in their lives for 15 years. That's all of my kids. That's their dad. But what I mean it as is like, financially, I had never got nothing, you guys. His dad owes me over 50 grand on back pay on child support that he never fucking paid and never will pay. I don't even know what happens now that my son is over 18. What happens to all the back pay he owes me? It just poof, disappears, I guess. I don't fucking know. So I can't say, I'm not going to tell my son that I am mom and dad. What the hell? I am. I have the responsibility of being both parents. I don't have the help. I can't be like, hey, we need to go find him a car. Like, you know what I mean? And I also don't feel like it's Michael's responsibility, because why would it be Michael's responsibility? Michael helps me a lot, you guys. A lot with the kids. He's never been the time to be like, oh, I'm not going to pay the phone for Serenity or Nathaniel because those are my biological kids. No, that's at all. At all. But I just don't feel it's fair to do that. I just think it's fucked up, you know? So you would think, like, I guess I just feel like my kids don't appreciate what I do for them. Yeah, well, I'm father and mother, girl. If you feel like you can't do that, that's you. But to me, I am mom and dad. There's a lot of situations where I have to go and have, like, if I have to go and have for example, like, potty training a boy how to pee standing up. I don't even have a penis. And if I had to literally figure out a way to show him how to do it with the fucking squirt fucking water bottle thing and stand there standing up, just squirting the fucking water bottle like it's my fucking penis to teach my son how to pee standing up, you can't tell me that's not me doing the role as a father. You just can't. Straight the fuck up. But if if you don't feel like that, that's you, girl. That's your life. But you can't tell me that that's not a role of a dad too, that they should be responsible for. And at the end of the day, I didn't have my kids by myself, you know, like, because that's literally what I had to do. Literally. Yes, I guess, Carrie, some people will never get it, I guess. And it's fine because everybody lives their own life how they want to. And that's fine. If you don't see yourself that way, that's fine. But we're talking about me and my situation right now. So that's what I'm saying, how I feel. Like, I'm mom and dad. You can't tell me I'm not mom and dad when dad is not around. So how am I not mom and dad? Kids aren't, all kids should have a mother and a father figure, all of them. You know? For prom, I don't know how to tie a fucking tie. You know who stepped up and did it? Hubby did. Michael did. And at the end of the day, you guys, I'm glad that the sperm donor didn't fucking want to be involved because it was less of a fucking headache. Less than like literally no headache there. And I love that because with my daughter's situation, it was a headache for 11 years. I've been mom and dad for 22 years. Yeah, see, like everybody's life is different and everybody sees everything a specific way, you know? Everybody's life is different. Teenagers are hard. Yes, they are. And the way, like the way I felt, like the way he was talking to, like he's like, he said, you said, because this is why he was mad. He's like, you said that they said that if we wanted to buy the caddy back from them, that they were gonna hold it for us for 5 days. He said, and then he's like this, it's already on the website like that. It's already on the website. They lied. And you're mad at me? And even Michael was like, dude, like they can't stop their business to save the car for your mom to make up her mind for 5 days. If they put it on there, is because your mom never committed that, yes, I'll be right back. I'll come back tomorrow to get it. No, I never committed. I just said that I really wanted to get that. The plan was to give that to my son. So they told me, if you want, we can hold it for you for the 5 days. But I didn't commit to, okay, yes, do it. So of course they got to put the car for sale. It's business. They don't give a fuck if it's going to hurt my son's feelings or not. They don't fucking care. But that's how he was acting. And I'm like, damn, dude, like you're being like that with me. Like besides the fact that last year for your 18th birthday, I gave you $1,000 for your birthday, dude. What did you do with that money? You didn't even bother to even save $100 out of it because you knew that you needed to save money in case you wanted, like, for example, like right now that he's mad that he wants a specific car. If you had a down payment, we could get you whatever you want because you have a down payment and I would still help you. But you didn't do that. You went and blew your money on bullshit. Like I gave you $1,000, which to some people that might be nothing, but to me, that's something. I wish my mom gave me $1,000 for fucking one of my birthdays. You know what I mean? Like I did it because I'm like, just to get him started so he can start saving money, you know, put it to the side, spend a little bit and save some money. But it went out the fucking door. So that's why like, I'm not doing that shit ever again. So when I'm sitting there doing stuff for him and this whole time, it's like, you didn't even bother to save any money, dude. Like, that's why I'm telling you guys, don't spoil your kids. Like, don't spoil your kids because then later on they think that you have to. You don't have to. You don't have to buy your kids a fucking car. Your job as a parent is to raise them correctly, respectful, raise them to be gentlemen, to treat women right, teach them to basically grow up to be a good person. You know what I mean? Your goal as a parent is to get them to graduate. If they go to college, I always say that's a bonus because nowadays kids don't even want to go to college. Other than that, you don't owe them nothing. You don't owe them a fucking car. You don't. You really fucking don't. If you want to, then, you know, but that's what I'm saying is when you spoil your kids since they're little, then when they grow up, they think like, oh, you know, she has to. And I'm like, dude, the way you're acting is insane. Because he's like, now I don't even have a car. And because he knows I'm not going to let him use my new car. Like, I would be fucking crazy if I let him use my new car. I wouldn't. Like, I straight up wouldn't let him use my new car. I wouldn't. I don't think any parent would do that. Especially what happened when he started using my car, my CTS. No. So he's mad about that. And it's like, well, you don't have the reason you don't have a car is not because of me. You don't have a car because you chose not to look for a car. And even right now, like, I'm still giving you the option to go and, like, get whatever you want. I said, because I could be like any other parent and just go and buy you whatever the fuck I want to buy you and gift it to you. And what if I go and buy you a little hoopty? What if I go buy you a $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 little car? You're going to be mad? Like I said, I was happy just to have a car. Girl, like, literally, I was so happy. I didn't care if it was a pretty car. It wasn't a pretty car. I was just happy to have a fucking car to go and do whatever I wanted. So you can't be mad at me for that. Like, it literally broke my heart the way he was being with me, because it's like, here we are, you know, we're not eating at no cheap place. I'm going to spend a few $100s on your birthday dinner. I gave you a birthday card with a few $100s in it too. And then I'm still telling you, we're going to get you your car, whatever you want, just look. And then for you to treat me like that, like, that shit fucking really hurt me so bad. Like, I literally started crying, and I got up and I just fucking left with the baby, and I sat in the fucking car. I told Serenity to get a box for my food. I had took 2 or 3 bites out of my food. Besides the fact that Zeke was acting like a maniac, and I was like, no, I gotta go anyways. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to not, especially when you grew up with nothing. Like I said, when you grow up with nothing, you grow up very poor, you know, like, there's nothing wrong with saying the fucking word. But yes, I grew up fucking poor. When you have your own kids, you always want to give them more than what you had. Like, I literally, Easter baskets, I still haven't even gave them to my kids because I haven't been able to finish them, because I want to add more stuff in it, but I've been so fucking busy. I haven't been able to go to the store I want to go to find, like, small little things to put in it. But there's no reason why I should be doing Easter baskets for a 19-year-old, 16-year-old. Maybe my 13-year-old can still get an Easter basket, but for sure my 8-year-old and my 1-year-old should be getting Easter baskets. But here I am still doing nice things for my kids. That's when it's like, why though? Why are you still they probably don't even care. But I still do it out of the kindness of my heart, you know, like, that's why I'm telling you guys, like, if you're a new parent, your children are still little, under, you know, the age of even 1, because once they see that every time they go to the store, you get them a toy, guess what? Every time you go, they're going to expect one. And then what happens if you don't have the money and you can't buy them the toy? Then they start screaming and getting mad and attitude, and prepare yourself, dude, because everything is so fucking expensive right now. That day we went to the mall to see if I could find anything to get my son, because I was going to give him, you know, the card, and I wanted to give him a gift. And Junior needs summer clothes, so $175 for a pair of shorts. Bro, you are tripping. You are tripping. But that's what they expect. Like, that's what they think they should be getting. No. But, you know, one thing I can say about my son, you guys, is, like, he's a good kid, bro. He doesn't party. He doesn't drink. He doesn't freaking stay out all night and doesn't come home. He doesn't bring random girls to the house. He doesn't even bring any girls to the house, because he knows, like, I'm very strict about that. And you're not just going to bring a new flavor of the fucking month whenever you want. You're going to bring, whenever you're serious with someone and you're ready for me to meet your girlfriend, then you could bring her. I'm fine with that. But other than that, you know, like, he's a good kid. Like, he really is. when it comes to clothes, or like ever since he started working, yeah, he might eat out every day, but he does pay for all his stuff. He pays for all his clothes, he pays for his hygiene, he pays for anything that he needs. He pays for all that. So he's not a bad kid, but I just feel like he got very stubborn about the fucking car. Because like I said, bro, like in all reality, I could be sitting in someone else's shoes, and I'm just grateful I'm not, you guys, because he's a good kid. He does, like I said, he don't party, he barely started hanging out with, like, staying the night at his friend's house. He barely started doing that last summer. Barely. He never used to stay the night at anybody's house. Always home, always home. And that, like, he's a good kid. You guys, his cousin literally just got paralyzed. He got shot 3 or 4 times. This just happened this month, I think. Or actually last month. And now he's paralyzed because it was basically, you know what went bad. Like a deal gone bad. And they shot him 3 to 4 times. And now he's paralyzed. That's his cousin. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I could be in that situation. And I'm so grateful I'm not. But, like, I feel like he just needs to have, like, I think he got an eye-opener too on how upset I was about it, because yesterday he started sending me, like, links for cars that he would, like, he's looking for a car. He started sending me links, and it is in the budget. So I think that's all it took was for me to fucking break down and show him, like, dude, you can't fucking, because I literally told him, I said, you know what? You know for a fact you would never talk to grandma like that. And if you ever did talk to grandma like that, she would slap the shit out of you. Literally. That's literally what I told. That's how we celebrated his birthday. And I'm being honest with you guys. Like, I don't give a fuck if anybody on here is being a fucking nosy ass fucking judging bitch. I don't fucking care. I've always been very realistic with you guys. This is reality over here, not fucking La La Land at all. But the next day in the morning, you know, he did apologize. And like I said, he started sending me new stuff, like vehicles and stuff that he likes. So I think he finally gets it now. Yes, he did apologize. He did apologize. But it's like, because I was like, damn, dude, like, you're mad at me? I'm not even the, like, is it my fault? You know, like, you're mad at me that they already put the car up there. That's not my fault. Like, I can't control the dealership, and it's a business. Like, it's a business. They're gonna want to keep selling vehicles. And even though it comes off as him being, like, very, like, I guess rude, he doesn't, like, yell at me or anything. It's just the way his body, you know, like the way he was, like, you could see it in his face, like he was angry at me. And I'm like, dude, like, why are you even talking to me like that? Like, the hell? It's not my fault. Other than that, you guys, I don't even ever see him. He's always at work, or he stays at his friend's house, and he's a good kid. But I just feel like in all reality, I can own up to the fact that it's not my kid's fault that they're spoiled. It's my fault. It's my fucking fault, because they grew up, you know, with me giving them everything. Like, we went to, dude, I used to be the girl that I used to go to Walgreens and I would buy just to buy shit, literally. I wouldn't leave Walgreens unless I spent at least $100 or more. But that, I used to make easy money, bro. Like, I could spend how much I wanted to. They'd have all the new Jordans, pair of shoes, anything that came out brand new. You guys, I have a huge collection of fucking Jordans myself. Like, I made easy money, bro. Like, the hell? Like, every toy, every time I went to the store, they got a toy, they got snacks, they got whatever they wanted. I don't live that life anymore. I don't. It's been years. I live a normal life. I'm not rich. I have to save money and sacrifice of no shopping if I want something. And he used to be such a good, like, kid when it came to saving money, you guys, because when he was little, he would never want to spend his birthday money or Christmas money. He would save it forever. And now I'm like, dude, why can't you be like that now? Like you need to save money. Because I think he doesn't realize, because he's like, well, once I graduate, I'll be able to work full time and I can afford the car payments. And I'm like, yeah, I understand that. I get that. I said, but the whole point of you working, you were supposed to save money, because what happens if they end up cutting your hours, or for whatever reason you get sick and you can't go to work for an amount of time and your car payment is due and you don't even have any money saved to back you up. That's the whole point of saving money, you guys. Like, and I don't think he understands that. And then I also like kind of gave him a little reality check. Like, dude, you're 19. Eventually you're going to want to move out. How are you going to afford an apartment and a car? Do you know how much it is to rent a fucking little studio nowadays? It's like, what, like $800-900 for a studio, which is insane. Everything is so expensive right now. Like, no. I don't know. I don't know. But I share with you guys not because I'm bitching or anything. I'm just, let me get something really fast straight with you guys. Especially not you guys, but mainly you nosy bitches that don't like me, that watch me, that are currently sitting right now watching. Because you know you are. You know you are. Okay? You know you are. When I go live, I like to act like it's girl time. Like you're sitting in my house and we're just talking. You're telling me when you hang out with your friends or a family member, your sister, your mom, you don't talk to them about what's like. I know certain things I don't share on here. There's a lot of personal things I don't share on here because I just would never, ever do that. That's nobody's business. My relationship is nobody's business. But things like this, I don't really see anything wrong with me sharing because, you know, we're parents, all of us, or some of us at least are parents. So when I share with you guys, it's not because I'm fucking, I don't know, trying to get you guys, I don't know what people say, but I share with you guys like it's girl time, like you guys are here and we're fucking just chit-chatting. At the end of the day, if you feel some type of way, fuck, you don't have to be here, you know, nobody's obligated to be here. I think it's funny when I see people like comment or be talking shit about me on other accounts or whatever the fuck. It's crazy to be saying stuff like negative things about me because you chose to watch me. Like you can't sit there and be like, oh my god, all she does is fucking bitch and complain. Do you know how dumb you sound? Because you chose to watch me. You got on your phone and you scrolled or looked me up and sat there and watched me. So who's really the one that looks more pathetic, me or you? Because I didn't go and freaking tap on your screen like, hey, come and watch me. Come watch me. I'm gonna vent a little bit. Come watch me. No, that was all you. So to sit there and talk down on me because you don't like what I'm saying or posting, you chose to be here. Nobody told you to be here. You chose that. Literally. It's a phase they go through. I do believe that, Sandra. Thank you. I do believe that. I feel like my job as a parent is, I've always said this, as like I said, as my goal is for my kids to graduate school, you know, graduate high school. That's my plan for all of my kids. I don't care if I have to fight them, but they're all gonna graduate. And if they go to college, it's a bonus, literally. Other than that, as long as my kids don't get rotten teeth and fucking caps or broken bones or anything like that, I think I'm doing a hell of a good job, honestly. Which none of my kids has ever happened so far. The red bag? The red bag by the TV. Sorry, you guys. My nanny. I got me a nanny. I got me a nanny. Hi, Lisa. I feel that's my job as a parent, is that. And, you know, raising them how I was raised, because everybody raises their kids differently. That's all I care about. I love watching. Girl, you're a great mom. You keep it real. Thank you. But I honestly, like, isn't that silly, though, to sit there and be like, oh, all she ever does is complain, and she's a Debbie Downer, and then and I like, bitch, you fucking are watching me because you want to. Nobody made you watch me. So who's really the one that's pathetic in this whole situation? Because I don't recall going and messaging you and telling you, hey, I'm going to go live. You better watch me right now. You better hop on and watch me. No, you chose that. So to sit there and complain about somebody that you don't like, or you don't, and you can't say you don't enjoy watching because you clearly watch. That's not, oh, that's weird. I'm not going to do eyeliner because I do want to do a makeup look tonight. Or you know what? Let's just do it right away. My thing dimmed. I love watching you live. Girl, talk makeup, cooking, all of it. Kind of feel like I'm there. I hate when I have to watch the replay. I can't talk back, laugh out loud. You're a real girl. Stay the way you are. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I talk to you guys like it's girl time, like you guys are here. If you come to my house, I'm not going to be all... Okay, so let me tell you the whole point of my caption. You're so real. I enjoy watching you and keeping up with you. Thank you. And I'm really not trying to be rude, but it's the women that sit there and talk crap about me, like grown ass fucking women, probably already have gray hairs in their JJ. I don't fucking know. Sit there and talk crap about me. They don't like me so much, but it's like, how are you gonna comment shit or say shit about me? But you chose to be here. Like, what the? She said silver teeth. I'm being serious. None of my kids, I always used to say that, you guys, because I never liked how silver teeth look, ever. Like, it's like, hello, I had a bunch of cavities and now I have silver teeth. My goal with all my kids is don't, you know, yes, they didn't have straight teeth, but they didn't have silver teeth, that's for sure. So, but their teeth are getting fixed now. Titi got braces. Junior has braces. Honestly, I think Jaden might need braces. They're not crooked, but I just think he's gonna. You're just keeping it real. And we can relate. Yes, thank you. But I don't sit here and ever, one thing about me, you guys. Okay, so this is what I was, the reason of my caption, okay? So yesterday I posted, that it's very, to me, this is, again, my page. I can say whatever I want. I can post whatever I want. Simple as that, okay? I went and I said that I think it's so disgusting how some people, and I'm not even talking about anybody in general. It could be an influencer. It could be a normal person. It could be a famous person. I don't give a fuck what you are. I really fucking don't. To me, you're a human being regardless of your title. Bitch, you eat, sleep, and shit like everybody else. Like, I don't care. That it's very disgusting to me how some people, women, men, whatever the fuck, will do anything for views and attention on social media. I'm talking about YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, anywhere, Snapchat. Like, to lie about stuff just to get views. Like, okay, imagine me coming on here and lying about something serious, okay? Something very serious. And then later on, mysteriously, it gets fixed somehow, but you're like, what the hell? I'm on here live, crying a storm about my situation. And then at the end, mysteriously, that's not the case anymore, right? Whatever. Then that kind of, it's like, okay. So then you were like, if you're lying about that shit just for views and attention to get a few numbers, it's wrong, dude. And I feel like karma is such a bitch. Imagine lying, like me saying something like, oh, something happened to one of my kids, you guys, and it's not even true. To me, that's kind of like lighting candles. Like, karma's such a bitch. What if it ends up happening? Or me saying something's wrong with me and it really isn't? What if later on it does happen to me? Then what? Or this is the main one, the relationship one. Okay. When you go, and even if you're like faking it that, oh, I hate my man and I can't stand him, we're not together no more, and like, fuck him, and he did this, he did that, I'm over it, I'm leaving, and I need help, you guys, if anybody can help me, whatever the fuck, I don't want to be with him no more because this and that. But then not even fucking, like, you drag this shit for a week or two, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're back with your man. What? So there's nothing wrong with going back with your man. We all do it at one point in life. But why share stuff like that? Why go and talk shit about them if you're probably going to end up going back to them? And if you're lying to get your numbers up or to get people to send you money, like, oh, I need to leave. I don't want to be here with him anymore. I don't have any money, you guys. Can you guys send me some money so I could get a hotel room? And then everybody sends you money, and then all of a sudden, boom, you got new everything, a new purse, you're getting your nails done, all this shit, and then later on you end up being back with your man, so then you know that it was all a lie. To me, that is very gross. Like, that is so wrong, you guys. Like, it is so wrong. That's what I'm saying. Like, the money is literally the root of all evil, straight up. And people will do anything just to get numbers on social media to get their views up. And like I said, I'm not talking about anybody. I see it all over social media. It's weird. I see it all over, and you can't tell me you don't. So I posted that, and then tell me why this one girl, she's like, for me to tag the person I'm talking about. But who said I was talking about anybody? I literally said it's all over social media. But she's over there like, I guess she commented it and said, for me to tag the person or whatever, right? But Facebook always be filtering shit out, so I never even saw it. What I saw was her second comment, because of course it's gonna stand out when you're saying that I deleted your comment, right? She said I deleted her comment, and for me to tag the person, and I'm like, tag them for what? Like, who are you, first of all? Who are you? I don't even know who you are. But you're telling me to tag them, but tag who? Everybody on social media? Like, there's so many people that does it, and I'm talking about TikTok. Especially TikTok is the #1 spot where everybody does that, right? But she's over there telling me that for me to, if it's real, for me to tag them, and like, being messy. Like, what's the point of tagging them? I don't get it. I'm not talking shit about anybody specifically. I'm just stating that I think it's disgusting to make up lies to get your numbers up, right? So then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go be nosy and see who this girl is. Like, I want to see who she is, because I obviously don't know who she is, right? And then she's over there making a post about, like, if you're coming to my page and acting weird, and I don't know why you're coming to my page and being weird. And I don't know, she was complaining about clearly someone, but you can't comment on her stuff, right? So I went and I went and replied to her in my comments, and I'm like, girl, I went to go and look at your page, and I seen your post that you just made, right now. It had been like 30 minutes or something that she posted that. And I'm like, why didn't you tag them? Why didn't you tag that person you're talking about? Right? Because you're sitting there telling me shit. Why didn't you tag them? Right? And then after that, she says, uh, she's like, I'm trying to call you. How can I reach you? Call me for what? I don't even know you, girl. What the fuck you need to call me for? I'm like, I don't have the option for you to call me. And then all of a sudden, dude, this is my favorite part, okay? This always happens on Facebook, anywhere on social media. When somebody comments on your stuff, tell me if this has ever happened to you, because it always happens to me. All of a sudden, I'm bothered. She striked a nerve. Because I replied to your comments and you don't like what I replied back, and I stroke a freaking nerve. Now you're going to say I'm bothered and mad. I replied to you and you didn't like what I replied, and now you're going to say that I'm mad and I'm weird. And then this other girl's like, question. So if you got in a fight with your man, you're telling me you would never get back with them? What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Oh, and by the way, the same girl that said that, she went and liked the comment, this girl, the tag of the person, whatever, she went and liked her comment, right? And then I replied back to her and I said, for attention, no, I wouldn't. Said, actually, I would never go and put my relationship status or my problems on social media, because most likely there is a chance that I might make up with that person. So why would I go and talk shit about them or put my business out there if most likely, there's a good chance I might go back with them? But what does that even have to do with the post? And then I'm like, dead ass giveaway who I'm talking about. Like, why would you guys be bothered about my post if it's not about you? So clearly it is, because why would you get so upset? Isn't that like obvious? Like, it obviously bothered you. And then to be like, tag them, girl, I'll tag you. I even told the other girl, the boyfriend one, and I said, is this your situation? If it is, let me know so I can tag you in it. So since you went and liked the comment of the other girl that said for me to tag the person I'm talking about, let me know, girl, so I can tag you, because you obviously agree for me to tag the people that I'm talking about. And if this post is about you, then I should tag you. She didn't say shit after that. She didn't say anything. I'm just like, you guys seem to forget, like, what does Facebook say? Better yet, let me show you guys. Where's my phone? Because I feel like some people either like to play dumb or they're just dumb. I don't fucking know. Hold on, let me charge my phone. But when you're gonna go post something on Facebook, what does it say? What's on your mind? Right? Doesn't it say that? Like, isn't Facebook asking you what's on your mind? So if I want to post that, it's a problem. Or if I want to be like, fuck, I had fucking chorro all day. I've been shitting off the hook all day. I mean, I'm entitled to write whatever I want. But if I'm not talking about you, why does it, better yet, if it's not even your situation, why does it matter? And if you're mad about it, then clearly it is your situation. All I said, like, you can't tell me you guys don't agree that it's wrong to lie on social media about certain things that are serious at that, like health issues, domestics. Bro, that's not cool to be lying about stuff like that for people to feel sorry for you so you could get money out of them. That is fucking wrong. And that's how I feel, so I posted it. Like, the fuck, I could post whatever I want. I don't know what the problem is, but apparently that was an issue for me to say that, so I'm just like, I guess deadass giveaway, my post, they relate to it, and that's why they're so upset. Because why else would you be so mad? It's just crazy, like. Sorry, I'm trying to clean this. I'm doing it with eyeshadow because it's just easier to do it this way. I'm starting to get a sore throat, bro. Oh my God. She just had to put her 2 cents in for no reason. Yes, Rose. And then for her to call me weird, like how is it that anytime anybody says something in the comments, if I reply back to them, let's say you comment something petty, and then I reply back something petty, and you don't like what I said, all of a sudden, I'm mad and bothered. Well, isn't that what I'm supposed to do, though? Like, reply back to your comments? So if I reply back to your comment and you just don't like what I say back, that's not me being mad. I'm replying to what you said. Like, how is that even possible that you're going to get mad at me? And then call me weird? Girl, you're trying to call me to talk on the phone with me for what? I don't even know you. What are you trying to call me for? Over a post? Like, I don't even know you. The hell? Please don't call me. But you gotta love the girls that always go and like the post of the person being petty. I'm like, girl, you're fucking weird. Those are the ones that I feel like look the dumbest. Like, my thing is, you know, when I see something on social media that I don't agree with or I don't like, you know, I don't stop and get in the comments and talk shit to them and, you know, try to ruin their day or, you know, be rude or, you know what I do? I literally just keep scrolling. That's what I do. Like, blah, 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 blah. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? That shit is so fucking stupid. Let me go and comment. No, girl, I'm just going to keep scrolling because it's not that deep, you guys. Everything on social media is not real. Not everything is real on social media. And a lot of people lie. A lot of people lie. Oh my God, I'm literally getting black all over me. Yeah, she was literally trying to call me, girl, and I'm like, for what? Like, I don't know you, girl. That's when she got mad and said that I was weird because I said, why are you trying to call me? I said, I don't even know who you are. Like, who are you? And I didn't mean it like rude. Like, I was being for real. Like, who are you? Like, what if it is someone I know, you know? Like, who are you? And she's like, you're weird. I'm weird? Girl, you're trying to call me over a post. Because you said for me to tag them. But you can't even, like, practice what you preach, girl. You're sitting there telling me, like, because she's like, if it wasn't that serious, she's like, if it wasn't so serious, then why did it end up becoming a post then? Because I wanted to post it. I have to have a reason to want to see it. It's just the simple fact that I literally see it happening all the time, man. Like, the Laura and Norali shit, dude, that shit is so disgusting. They lie so fucking much about their relationship. The way that Laura went and exposed Norali and posted a bunch of private pictures and videos. Norali's literally fucking heating up her vajayjay with the fucking toaster. And Norali's over there all fucking crying and saying, like, oh, that she's done with her and she's not gonna be with her no more, and getting all this money for what though? Because she's still with her. And they added 2 more girls. That is so disgustingly fucking wrong. You know what blows my mind even more about them, bro? And I don't give a fuck. You could go tell them. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. What blows my mind even more is the amount of people that send them money, dude. And you can't even say it's fake people because it's a grip of different people sending money. Like, you don't see their lies and their bullshit. Like, no, my thing is like, all these videos that she leaked of Norali taking a shit in front of freaking Laura to turn her on. Nobody even, like, nobody stopped and like, started thinking, like, where were their kids when they were doing all this weird shit? Don't you feed your kids in that kitchen, bro, and you're all fucking on all fours on the countertop warming up your vajayjay with the toaster? Is that not freaking, like, they lie so much, dude. Like, when she was pregnant, did she not pretend to be homeless multiple times? That's disgusting. It's so wrong. Like, I'm surprised child services haven't took their kids. The whole fucking heating up her pads, bro. Literally, she was heating up her bloody pads, and Laura made her drink that shit. Come on now, like, now tell me that my post is wrong. And I'm not talking just about them. I see it all over social media, like, making up stories, dude. Like, I don't know. You honestly can't tell me that's not weird. Because it's very weird. And then the new girl that they brought in. And it's like, you guys are probably like, well, how do you know all this? Like, if you don't like them or whatever. It is literally clipped all over on TikTok, all over. Even on Snapchat, you got the news people on Snapchat making videos about them, and the new girlfriend is over there pretending to be like that. She's all psychotic. Like, dude, that's not funny, because there is a lot of people out there in the real world that do deal with stuff like that. And you're sitting there clowning, pretending that you're being all sick in the head over Laura. Bro, I even deal with people that literally, anything I post on social, this, like, literally sick in the head, bro. Like, anything I post on social media, they automatically think I'm talking about them. Weird shit. There's people out there that really are dealing with illnesses, and they're over here lying about stuff like that. So you can't tell me that a lot of people don't do that shit. I even seen somebody else that this one's the one that really got to me, bro. Like, to sit there and lie and say your child was sick and it was all a lie. How could anybody fake a sickness on a child? Like, I would be even scared to do that, bro. Because if karma comes back and your baby does end up getting sick like that, like, that would be awful. Oh my God, girl, yes. Don't. The only reason why I know so much about Laura and Norali is, honest to God, you guys, I used to watch them on YouTube when Laura started cheating on her current girlfriend back then. This is YouTube days. And I thought it was all a skit. Like, I thought it was all fake. And then when I seen the truth that he really, like, they really did break up because she was over there. It was a skit at first, I guess. And then Laura and Norali ended up staying together. Is that not insane? Like I said, I could never, every time I post anything, it's always a problem. Like, or someone always thinks it's about them. Dude, if you think my post is about you, that's your conscience, literally. You know, the shoe fits, lace that bitch up. Basically, that's what is going on. Because anytime I talk about an individual, I let it loud and clear known who I'm talking about. But so many people be lying, it's not even funny. Did you see that the bus driver almost got those kids killed? Oh my God, I would be so mad. So she barely made it across? Oh my God. That is insane, dude, because imagine how hurt those kids would have been, because the buses don't even have seatbelts. Isn't that weird though? You guys don't ever think that? Like, why don't buses have seatbelts for kids? I mean, it's literally a bus full of children. Why doesn't it have a freaking seatbelt? Humanity is a trip itself, amiga. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll never get the answer or understand why, if you don't like what I post, then why are you even watching me? Like, I'll never understand that. You could keep scrolling, you know, like you don't have to. Nobody's obligated. I am beyond grateful for those of you that do like to be here and want to be here with me. That's the only people that matter. I tell my kids all the time, I hate liars. Hate them. I hate liars. I hate people that act like they know everything, you know, like think they're better than others. No, I can't. But liars is like, I'm big on that. I can't. And I tell my kids that all the time because I'm like, you guys, sometimes they be lying over the dumbest shit, and I get so mad because later on when something happens and I ask them and they're like, it wasn't me, and I'm like, how am I supposed to believe you when you always be lying? See, so then you mess that up for yourself, because in all reality you always be lying, you know? So how am I going to believe anything you say? That's why you shouldn't lie. And I also tell my kids, one of these days, literally one of these days, something bad might happen and you're going to want me to believe you, and I'm not, because you lie over dumb shit. That's why you shouldn't lie. Literally. It's so much better to be real. I am the same. I'd rather take the truth than be played in my face. Yes, girl. My thing is like, why do liars even lie, bro? Like, it is harder. To me, it would be harder to be a liar and keep up with it. Just think about it. Like, one lie turns into another, to another, to another. And then later on, you might not even remember what you said. And then you get caught in your own lie, bro. Like, literally. Like, sometimes you stop and you think like, okay, well, if you're saying that happened, then how do you not know that? Because that's something that you should have been told about. So now you know you're lying. God don't, this is what I always say, God don't like ugly. Simple as that. So if you're being nasty like that. So I'm going to make chicken tacos, you guys. I already literally I already boiled the chicken, and I know it does take longer the way I do my tacos because I boil the chicken and I literally shred it and I do all that, right? But I'm sorry, you guys. I'd rather take the time and do something. I don't care if I do this. If I do it this way, it'll be faster. And, you know, I don't care about that. I'd rather take the time and my food taste delicious than to do something half-assed. There is a reason why I don't use hamburger helper. I just don't like it. I've never liked it. No shade if you do like it. You know, if you do, that's on you. But me personally, I don't like hamburger helper. So anything that I do with my food, if I take the extra mile instead of the easy way route, out because I want to eat good food, bro. I don't want no nasty ass shit. All half-ass made. At all. And I cook for a lot of people in this house. Okay, I'm sorry. I keep fixing it because I made it too thick. And I don't like that. I love you, girlie. You are very beautiful and real, and all I know is if I ever visit New Mex, I want to have lunch with you and get a photo or two. Have a great day, babes. Kiss the babies. Aw, you're so sweet. I would love to meet you too, girlie. Aw, you're so sweet. Maybe you can call me. Call me, FaceTime me, and we can do a little snap like that. I'm so down. I really am. If you want to, let me know. I mean, I know it's not like really meeting in person, but still. You guys, I promise you, like, one thing about me, and I've said this since the get-go, I am not an influencer. I'm just me. I've never claimed to be an influencer. Definitely don't think I'm famous or anything. Like, I'm just a regular person like you guys. Some people don't even like me because I'm a normal person. And that's okay too, because I wasn't born to please anybody. So I'm going to post the Easter look that I did. I did a cute little bunny, you guys. Nothing crazy. But I did it last night. I didn't go live only because it was a little late and I didn't want to stay up all night. I was able to finish by midnight and I was going to go live, but I was like, you know what? I'll just do another look tomorrow. Sorry, I'm trying to fix this. I think I got it, to be honest. But with that being said, I'm going to hop off so I can finish. Even though I said I'm not going to do all this makeup. You know what? Okay, let me tell you something that I think is funny, bro. Some of you might be able to relate to this. But you know what is so hilarious? When you're talking to someone or you see somebody on live talking, you know, their little story. And you know they're lying. You know they're lying for a fact at that. Okay? But they're still, you know, yapping away about stuff that you know for a fact they're lying. Like, you know, because either you've experienced it or you've gone through it or you just know the facts about it. And they're lying away, bro. Like, acting like they know what the fuck they're even talking about. That's funny. Because you're like, bro, you're lying, right? Oh, Estela, thank you. You have my mama's name. That's my mom's name. You have a beautiful name, girl. You know what is so crazy? I feel like my mom's name is very, like, unique. There's not a lot of women out there that have the name. Or do you know a few people? Do you guys know a few people named Estela? That's my mom's name, you guys. And it's not Estrella. It's Estela. I almost gotta go get Jaden. See, this is why when I go live, I shouldn't be here forever. But I'm over here trying to make my eyeliner perfect too. And it's because I went too high up and I should have just removed it and started all over. But I love every single one of you guys. I truly, truly do. I appreciate those that, you know, are here because you actually enjoy me. Shit, I even appreciate the ones that don't like me and are here. Your view counts, you know. That's cool. But at the end of the day, I'm just happy for those that are here because they do want to be here. Not because you're being nosy for whatever reason. I started watching this new show, you guys, on Netflix. It's literally like, I don't know about you guys, but I like to watch like president shows. I know it's so weird because for one, I don't like to watch the news or like to know anything about what's going on with the president or anything like that. Believe it or not, I really truly don't, because there's just a lot of sad things going on in the world right now. Literally, the world is basically divided, you know. Some people are against this, some people are against that, divided, which is really sad. So I don't really ever watch the news, ever. But I like to watch shows about like the president. And I think I like them because they're like action shows. They're not all boring. I started watching this one on Netflix, and I thought it was only one season. I thought it was a new show because I had never seen it on Netflix. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh shit. It has, I know it has more than 7 seasons. I just don't know how many more. But yeah, I've been watching it this whole time. And it's really good. I don't know the name of it though, if you guys want to know. Or maybe I can tell you what it's called. It's a really good show if you're into stuff like that. But this girl, her name is Carrie, and she's basically like, she works obviously for CIA, and she deals with like a lot of situations that are going on with Muslims, and it's literally like the war and stuff like that. It's crazy, but it's a very interesting show. I feel bad for her, but sometimes she really pisses me off on the show. I'm not even gonna lie. There's times, you guys, that she really pisses me off on the damn show, and when somebody like treats her bad or yells at her and tells her off, bitch, I rewind that and replay it like 5 times. Like it satisfies me so much to see when, like, for them to yell at her and tell her off, because sometimes she's very stubborn and does dumb shit. So I like to watch for them to fucking treat her like shit. I know that's weird, but I really do. I'll replay it. I'll rewatch it. If they're telling her off for whatever reason and she's been pissing me off on the show, I don't care. I will rewatch it. Me vale madre. I'll tell you the name of it if you guys want to watch it. My dad put me his mom's name, and my middle name is my mom's name. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, my mom, her name is Estela. She doesn't have a middle name, just like me. My name is Cristal. It's not Crystal. It's Cristal. But everybody has always called me Crystal. But I think they do it because my name is spelled Crystal. And in Spanish, a lot of girls that their name is Cristal, they do it with an I. But if you didn't know, the Y in Spanish is Cri, E. But in English, you spell it with the Y, like Crystal. But yeah, I don't have a middle name. My mom doesn't either. See, this side is like straight and this other one isn't. Anyways, you guys, I gotta do a video for Foxy Bay 2. So if you guys watch me on TikTok, I'll see you guys over there later on too. But if not, I'll be back tonight. Hi, Michelle. I love watching you. I've been watching you for a long time. I'll stay in your family. You guys are a great family. Oh, Sandra, thank you. You are amazing. Thank you. And I see you have a badge, girl. You have a 2-year badge. Thank you. I got a nanny today, you guys, so that's why Ziki's not in here. I don't know. Maybe I should just leave this one like this and just go higher on this side. Do you guys want to know the name of their show? It's really good, bro. It's sad though. She has been like at the beginning of the first episode, she's working with this man. He's because she's like in their country, so she's working with the Muslim, and he's supposed to be like, you know, the T word. I don't really want to say it because I don't know if Facebook will flag it. But basically he was gonna basically do a big bang, you know, to the United States. So they have him in jail in their country, and Carrie, the girl, she's working with him to try to get him to like rat out the person that was gonna do the big bang or whatever. But the guy won't give in. Like, he just won't give in for shit. Finally, and she's been going at it for 3 months with him, right? Finally, they tell her that they're gonna go ahead and unalive him because out there, that's like one of the punishments. So they're gonna unalive him. So she goes and tells him, like, you know, at this point, I can't help you anymore. I tried helping you for 3 months and you chose not to, for me not to help you. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you the option to save at least your family. Because once they unalive you, they're basically gonna unalive your family, right? And your children. And she's like, they're coming for you now, so you need to tell me right now. So the guards are coming because, again, she's in their country. You could see the guards are coming. So he gives in and he whispers in her ear. So then it's the next day and she's back in the United States. So when she's back, the guy, hold on, sorry, you guys. When she's back, she's doing a meeting with the CIA, right? Talking and discussing the whole situation. They're discussing the whole situation, and then that's when Carrie, because you can't hear what the guy whispers in her ear. So whenever the meeting's over, she goes and she talks to Sal. And Sal is basically the guy that trained her to be a CIA agent. She goes and she tells him, she's like, I'm only going to tell you this has to be a small circle between me and you because I don't know who I can trust. And he's like, what's up? Like, what's going on? He said, well, before they took whatever the guy's name is, she said, I was able to get him to tell me what we've all, like, I wanted him to rat out the person that was going to do the big bang. And she says, but he didn't want to, but he did tell me something. And he's like, well, what did he tell you? He said, he literally told me that somebody, one of our own people in the government is a traitor. They flipped him. So basically that one of the soldiers, like a Marine, when he had gotten stuck in their country or something happened that he got stuck in their country and, you know, they tortured him and they did all these things and then they got him to flip to work for them. And then while this is all going on and she tells the guy, they go back into the meeting room and then they're like, oh my God, you guys are never going to believe what happened. You know, the Marine that was missing for 8 years, they found him and he's alive. So automatically Carrie's like, he has to be the traitor because what are the chances that the guy literally just told me that one of our own soldiers, one of our own Marines is a traitor, right? So then basically the beginning of the first show, the entire time, she's trying to figure out if he's really the traitor, right? But it gets so intense, bro. Like, the show is so intense. And I want to tell you guys what ends up happening. But it is so sad, bro. I cried. I cried because I'm like, damn, dude, like, this show is so realistic. Like, a lot of shit I could imagine what really happens. Like, when our Marines are out there, our soldiers are out there, and everything they probably go through, like, that shit is sad. Anyways, the show is so sad, bro. Do you guys want to know what happens to the guy? So, I'll just tell you this. At first, she thinks he's a freaking traitor, right? Well, then she ends up discovering that he's not even the traitor, because whenever he got stuck out there, it was him and his friend, 2 Marines, right? But the only reason why they never thought about the other Marine is because the other Marine actually passed away. This Marine, when they brought him back, they interviewed him, and he told them that the other Marine died. And when they asked him what happened, and he's like, he was basically beaten to, he was unalived, right? But he never tells them the actual truth of everything, right? So whatever, the Carrie girl, she's over there following him around. She literally bugs his house. Like, she has her own people go in the house and put cameras and microphones all over, which he's obviously not aware. But the president and the CIA, they're not even aware that she's doing stuff like this behind their back, right? So that's where it gets really bad, because she's not supposed to be doing that. Anyways, a few more like episodes down the road, they discover that in all reality, he wasn't the traitor. He wasn't the traitor, because in all reality, the friend that the other Marine that was with him that was unalived really wasn't unalived. But the only reason why Brody thought that his friend was unalived was because he was the one that actually beat him till he was unalived, and they made him bury him. So that's why he thought he was unalived this whole time, but he wasn't. It was all a show to get him to believe it, right? And the only reason why they kept him alive out there in that country for 8 years without hurting him or torturing him is because one of the Muslims I don't know how it happens, but one of the Muslims decides to take him home, and he treats him good. He's nice to him and all this stuff. But the condition is that he has to teach his son English. So one of the times that he starts training the little boy in English, at first the little boy doesn't trust him or likes him, so he doesn't listen. But eventually he does. So then Brody, for 8 years of dealing with the little boy, he ends up building a relationship with him, like almost like a son, right? So one day, the little boy goes to tell him that he's going to school, and he's showing him his new soccer ball that he got, because the Marine taught him how to play soccer as well. The little boy tells him bye, and then when he leaves, boom! He gets hit with a freaking big bang. The little boy is unalived. It is so sad, right? So now that they know that the other Marine is actually alive and never was unalived, it was all a show, he ends up being the traitor, bro. And he's supposed to go and unalive the president, right? So now that everybody knows that Brody really isn't the freaking traitor, somehow he ends up running. So I guess the only reason why, like later on in the show, they share this, like it comes out, but the only reason why they allowed him to come back to the United States was because he promised the little boy's dad that he was going to come back and he was going to, get revenge on the unaliving of the little boy, right? So of course he's not a traitor. But now that he runs into this guy and he's like, remember what you promised me? You promised me you were going to do this and that. He becomes a traitor, dude. He goes and he makes a freaking vest bang. And then it's just such a good show. The end of that season is so sad. I want to tell you guys so bad, but I don't want to ruin it for you guys either, in case you guys do want to watch it. I'm going to give it to you guys now. Do you guys want to know what happens to Brody or no? Let me know if you want to know what. Brody is the first Marine that came back and they thought he was a traitor. He's a redhead. Oh, I have to take my son to work, actually. He just texted me that he has to go to work. I know some of you guys have been asking for me to show you guys my car. I will show you guys. You're a female lady. Always thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you. You don't want to know the name of the show? It's on Netflix, you guys, by the way. Well, too bad, because I'm going to tell you. Just playing. I'm just playing, but it's really good, you guys. It has so many. I honestly, I've never seen this show on freaking Netflix. So when I was at the end of the first season, and I'm like, holy shit, it has over 7 freaking seasons. I was so pumped because I haven't had anything to watch this entire time. I've been watching Nurse Jackie all over again. I started watching Yellowstone all over again. I'm waiting for the new Yellowstone show to end. If you guys didn't know, there's a new show. But I'm not watching it because I'm waiting for all the episodes to be there. Because since it's new, they're doing like, they release one show every week. So I'm literally like not watching it till the whole entire thing is out. And then I'm going to watch the new Yellowstone. I'm going to give it to you. Sorry, all my phone was off. And every time I turn it on, I have like thousands of notifications. So it has to go through. I'm going to tell you right now, you guys. Fuck, I gotta go take my son to school right now. Well, at 3. It is called Homeland. Homeland, and that's Carrie. Homeland, and then I'll tell you how many seasons, because I'm on season 7. Let me see. It has 8 seasons, you guys. Did you watch Madison? Oh, I don't think so. What is that? Is it on Netflix? Let me know. I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. It kind of sounds familiar. Or where is it? Is it at the Ashley Madison show or no? And then Virgin River, bro, I've been so obsessed with that show since it first came out. And the new episode just came out, the new season. I watched it like this, bro. And I'm like, what was the point of them even making that new season? It didn't even like escalate to the new, like, you know how each season, it's like the beginning of one story, but then it ends. And then the next season, it's another chapter to the first story. So this new episode, season that they brought out for Virgin River was so stupid. Because it didn't really get nowhere. I was so hurt. But I already rewatched Sex and the City 1,000,000 times. That's my favorite show in the whole entire world. Love it. I used to watch it getting ready for school in the morning. Paramount Plus. Is it good? You know which another one is a good one? Another one that's a good one. That's like an army show. It's called Army Wives. It is like an older show, but it's really good. It's basically a bunch of wives that live on post, but it's really good. I actually really like it. I actually bought the whole freaking show. A good one from Hulu, I do. It's called, have you seen Lies? That one's really good. Lies, you can actually watch Housewives. I mean, Army Wives on there too. Nurse Jackie is such a good show, but if you are, you know, a drug addict, or you know, used to be an addict, it might be triggering because she's an addict on the show. That's what the whole show is based on. She's a nurse, but she's actually an addict. It's a really good show. That one has a few seasons as well. I literally watched that when I lived in Riverside, when I lived in Santa Fe and Riverside. Before we moved out here, I used to watch that show all the time. All the time. And now, and since I bought it, I bought the entire thing. I watch Nurse Jackie. Whenever I don't have nothing to watch, I go and rewatch my favorite shows, and that's one of them. I'm being serious. It's one of them. It's a really good show. Hi, Tracy. How are you, friend? I absolutely love Army Wives. Really? Me too. It's a good show. It really is. I like it. Really good show. If you've never watched it. I want to tell you guys so bad what happens to Brody. Katrina, did you watch it? Wait. There's another show called Katrina. It's so good. It has one season so far. They did film the second season. That's the only thing, Candy, that I hate to watch really good shows. And then it only has one season and you're like, fuck, now you have to wait. That's why, like, the new Yellowstone show, it's been out since the beginning of March. And I haven't watched it. I'm going to wait until the entire freaking season is out, and then we'll watch it. You know what's so crazy? That a lot of people on my page, I put them on Yellowstone. Because Yellowstone is a hell of an old show. Oh, you know which one's really good? I think it's like 1980 or something. There's a few different stories that are attached to Yellowstone. But one of the old school, actually they're all pretty good. I'm not going to lie. You guys should watch them if you guys like Yellowstone. You'll get to see the beginning of how they got the land. Or basically stole it from the natives. It's a really good show. Okay, you guys. It looks like it's gonna rain. If you guys are on my supporters, the only reason why I don't want to show my vehicle, you guys, is because ya ves cómo es la gente. I could show you guys the inside if you want. The inside's so nice. I just don't want to show. I mean, eventually I will, but have you watched My Life with Walter? Yes, that one's a good one too. You guys want me to make you a list of everything I've watched? Look, I could show you, I can tell you right now on what I have on my list on Netflix, okay? This one I don't really like. Let me take this off. I didn't like it, honestly. I just watched it, but I never watched the second part. Beauty in Black, not a big fan of that. Ozark, hardest fucking show ever. Like, that show is badass too. And it has a few seasons. Ozark. Doc is a good one too. The girl doctor. That one's a good one too. And that one's on Netflix as well. Hi Allison, thank you, friend. Yes, Tracy, watch the new, have you seen the new one? The new Yellowstone show? It's about the sun. The sun. It's called Marshals. Or something Marshals. It came out last month. This month, the new Euphoria comes out too. I've seen that. Because I have HBO Max on there. They give you like the early release previews on a lot of shows. Okay, so I have Doc. This one, I can't even say it. Something Crossing, Sylvian Crossing, something like that. That one's good. The Sinner's good. In the Dark is such a good show, you guys. With Marcy. This girl, she's blind, right? She ended up going blind when she got a little bit older. So she ended up going blind. Anyways, she is basically like an alcoholic and stuff. Her parents own a business where they sell trained dogs for blind people. Anyways, one day she goes outside in the alley because she lives with her roommate, right? And one day she goes outside in the alley with her to smoke a cigarette. And of course she's all drunk because she's always drunk. And when she's out there, I guess she becomes friends with this little boy that's always out there. And he's a hustler, right? Like he basically sells, you know what, adult candies. But that day he's not there, and her guide dog basically walks her wherever she's at, right? And that day she's all telling the dog to go forward, but the dog doesn't want to go. And she can't see that in front of her is literally a rolled up, dead, unalived body, which is the little boy that is her friend, right? So she gets down on her knees and she starts like, you know, touching him. And just by touching his face like that, she knows it's him, okay? So then she takes off, bro, and she goes upstairs and she tells her roommate, Jess, like, oh, I just seen, I just felt, I think his name is Tyson. I don't remember, honestly. He's unalived. I know it. Like, call 911, So they call 911 and it happens to, they send these detectives, right? And the detectives are like, okay, we'll be right back. We're going to go check. And then when they go outside to go check, boom, the body's not there anymore. So then the entire show is based on her trying to figure out where the little boy is because he does end up going missing. Nobody can find him. But she knows he's unalive, but nobody believes her because she's just the blind girl. How would she know? How would she know and how, like, you know what I mean? So anyways, come on, I gotta go upstairs. I gotta change. She ends up going on a mission to try to find the little boy. And in the middle of that whole mission, they end up discovering that, like, it just gets in deep and it ends up crossing over to the little boy's world of him being, you know, a candy dealer. He's a hustler or whatever. So I guess one of the guys that knows the little boy, he sells tacos or something like that. He has like a food truck. Somehow he falls in love with Marcy, which, you know, the blind girl. Where's the baby? He ends up falling in love with her, but she, believe it or not, you guys, she's a man whore. She sleeps with everybody. And she don't want nothing to do with him, but then she starts catching feelings for him too. And then he ends up helping her trying to find out like who unalived the little boy. And then somehow his name is Max. Max goes and cause he's the one that he basically like launders money or something. Is that how you say it? Launders or something? Money for the hustlers, the bosses, right? The best friends of Marcy, they go and they get the money, you guys. They go and they get the money and they bring it back home. But then the owner of the money, like the main boss, like the main D-Lord, like the boss of the person that the little boy was selling for, he was following Marcy's friends because he's like, she's gonna lead, these dummies are gonna lead me to where the money's at. And that's exactly what happens, right? And then it's like, it's just so fucked up, you guys, because Marcy doesn't even know that they're her best friend. They're out there getting the stealing the money or whatever, and they have no idea that they're being followed by the owner of that money, right? So they steal it, and then the guy's like, well, do I unalive them? They got the money, and then the boss is like, no, just let them go. So then that lady goes and she ends up getting out of jail, right? And the guys that works for her happens to be cousins with the little boy that was unalived, right? And he's actually dating a cop. Nobody knows that he's dating a cop, and he's a hustler too. Anyways, the lady, the boss, the owner of the adult candies, goes to Murphy and she tells Murphy, like, I know you guys stole my money, and that's fine. You guys could keep the money. I don't even want the money back, she said, but now you owe me all these favors, and I need somebody to stash all my adult candies somewhere. And Murphy's like, I don't even know what you're talking about. She's like, yeah, your friend Jess and blah, blah, whatever the other guy's name is. They stole my money, and that's fine. You guys could keep the money, but now you owe me. You owe me thousands of dollars. So in all reality, I need a place to stash my adult candy. And I know that your parents own that business for the guide dogs, for the blind people, So then she starts smuggling freaking adult candy. She becomes a freaking hustler. It is insane. That show is so good, dude. Like, if you've never seen it, go watch it. It really is such a good show. Katrina, I've never seen that. Yeah. Euphoria on HBO. It's a really good show. Anyways, you guys, but with that being said, oh, and I know some of you guys were probably like, girl, why would you be sad that you got rid of your car when you got a new car? And it's like, because I don't know, like, I just feel like I got really, like, I'm not, normally when I get a new car, I'm all excited and happy, and like, I honestly don't give a shit. But this time it meant a lot to me because I literally have had that car for 6 years. I was already going to pay it off and be done with it. Or even if I passed it down to my son, I would have been fine with that. But then since I didn't do that, and I don't know, it was just, my other Cadillac, like I said, is just sitting at my mom's property, and that's Serenity wants that car. But in all reality, I was so sad, dude. Like, I even felt bad afterwards, like the next day, because we were down by the dealership, and Michael's like, you can literally see the car still there. And I was like, oh my God, like, I feel like I abandoned my car. And don't get me wrong, like I said, I fucking love my new car. I love it. It's such a beautiful car. I don't know, I love it. I'm super pumped about it, but I do miss my vehicle. I guess I feel like a traitor. Like, I betrayed my car. Like, I abandoned it. I'm trying to find my jeans. Hold on. Hi, Antoinette. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to find... Oh, my leggings are up here, I think. I was going to wear shorts, but... Yeah. Anyways, so yeah. I'm gonna show you guys later on. I said I can show you guys the inside of the car, but I really don't want to show the outside of it because, you know, people are very weird. Very weird, but it is obviously 10 times bigger than my vehicle. My CTS was very small. That's why I said I did like me going from my Dodge, my Hemi Durango. Going from that to the CTS was probably the dumbest shit I could have done, but it was such a nice car and I always wanted a CTS and I was like, ah, fuck it. But I ended up missing my Durango so much because I need the 3-row seats. But now I have enough room again for all my chamacos. For all of us. Hold on, let me get a shirt. I was gonna wear this little outfit, but I'm just gonna wait. Oh my God. I have so much clothes and I don't even wear half of it. Like literally, man, I have so much freaking, I gotta go through my closet and I'm gonna get rid of so much clothes. I have so much clothes, plus all the clothes that I have that is literally brand new with tags that I don't wear. And clothes that don't fit me. Literally, like... I gotta curl my hair. I was gonna do a Foxy Bay live, but I'm gonna do it on TikTok though. Oh yeah, girl. My new car has a lot of room. Definitely. The only thing is that there is a huge difference between driving my new car and my CTS, because I mean my CTS was, I could go fast and whatever, you know, because it's like more of a sport car, and my new one isn't. It's like, hubby's like, if we're going anywhere, you got to make sure we're on time now, he said, because I can't get us there fast, because with this one we do have to. It's a freaking luxury car, like it's not a sports car. Okay, I'm gonna just put it back in the chongo, because I'm gonna come back and cook and then do that. My daughter wants one for her birthday, a CTS. Would you be coming out with the Barbie hoodies? I can if you guys want me to. Would you guys want me to? Or I could even do t-shirts too if you guys don't want any hoodies. Like, I still have the hood Barbie hoodies. But if you guys would like, I gotta put on my faja. If you guys would like. Oh, by the way, you guys, I talked to my doctor about my boobies, and I don't have to actually get them replaced because they're good. But if I do decide to get any work done, I want to make sure I'm not going to have any more kids, because I'm not going to go and do shit and then end up getting pregnant again because I want one more. I gotta go take my son to work. So I will message you to see if you have my daughter's size. What size do you need? Well, I only have the Hood Barbie hoodies and some Crystal Slay ones. But the Hood Barbie ones, I know for a fact that I have large and extra large. I sold out on the small, medium, and 2X. But I have everything else. Let me put you right. I don't have my tripod in here. Or you know what? I'm just going to get off, you guys, because I need to go and take my son to work. And then I got to pick up Jaden. If you guys want, I could go live when I get back to make tacos. I'm going to make some tacos dorados. But, like I said, if you guys... So you guys do understand why I can't really show my car. Because people are fucking weird. I'm gonna wear these. Let me clean them because they're like all crusty. Oh my god. Let me get I'm gonna get a little... I'm gonna borrow Ziki's wipes. But I miss my car. I guess I just got very attached to it, and I would have rather, like I said, gave it to my son. And but again, like I'm scared that it was gonna end up messing up again. So that's why I'd rather get him something else. But he did send me some links to some cars that he's interested in. So I guess he finally ended up moving on and not being stubborn about wanting the other damn car, because he was being super stubborn, man. Like, dude, just take my advice, you guys. Don't spoil your kids, because you never know. You know, you might have it going good for you right now, and you might have the money to spoil them right now, but a lot of things happen, bro. Like, look at mine and Michael's situation. You could have everything 1 minute, and then the next minute you end up in prison and you lose everything. And then when you get out, you got to start from scratch. Bro, easy money doesn't last forever unless you're a fucking informant. Now, if you're an informant and you work for them, girl, that's why you don't get in trouble or get caught. Because you work for them. You a dirty ass rat. But easy money don't last forever. You either end up dead, in prison, or an addict. And that's the reality. So do I miss my old life? Sometimes I do, you guys, because the money was good. But I'm just grateful to live a normal life and not have to keep in mind, like, I don't have my kids in danger, and I don't look over my shoulder, and, you know, yeah, it might take a little bit longer for us to get stuff we want, but at least at the end of the day, we know that we worked hard for it, you know? Yeah, sometimes I see people that I know, like, on a personal level from my hometown, bro, and I know what they do, and I'm like, how the fuck don't they ever get in trouble? Like, how have they not gotten in trouble? They're over there all being flashy about it too, and yet they've never been in trouble or even went to jail and still be doing the same thing. It's crazy. I'm like, I call fucking informant for sure. But sadly, my hometown, you guys, is so sad. Like, it's so dark. Every time I go to Santa Fe, I feel so bad, man, because a lot of people are doing so bad over there. And what's even more crazy is like seeing people you went to school with and they're over there, you know, panhandling and stuff. And that's so sad. It like literally breaks my heart because that's sad. I think it's gonna rain, you guys. An extra large, I have it, girly. If you want a hood Barbie one, I have it. If you want a Latina Barbie one, I have to put in a big order. I can't just get one or two. Like, I gotta get a few hundred of them because we have to do bulk orders. So some of you guys wanted me to redo the Latina Barbie ones and change it to another saying like Chicana Barbie, which I think that would be fine too, because I could actually, I own the rights to the font, so I could actually do it. But let me know. If you want to message me, you're more than welcome to. Anyways, I'm going to go, you guys. I'll see you guys maybe when I come back to make tacos. If not, I'll see you guys tonight. If I don't see you on here, I'll see you on my TikTok. Thank you for hanging out with me and listening to my venting shit. Honestly, I feel like talking to you guys when I'm going through like shit, like I'm not going through shit, but like talking about a situation, like the whole situation with my son. I feel like it helps me a lot because it is so bad to hold shit in, especially like when you know, I talk to my mom, I talk to my cousin and some friends too, but I don't really talk to them on the daily, you know? So whenever I do get to share with you guys, I feel like it helps a lot because it's so bad to hold shit in and let it build up. Like, it is so bad. Like, I'm being serious. So I feel like I appreciate you guys so much, believe it or not. I really do. Sorry, I'm trying to pick up in here because the baby was taking a nap earlier. But I'll see you guys al ratito. Plus, I think my comments are not working anymore. Are you guys glad you moved from there? Oh, yeah. Besides the fact that everything's so expensive nowadays, honestly, I feel like in all reality, we were so blessed to be able to purchase our house when we did. Because it is the interest rate right now on new houses, it is insane, man. Like, it is so insane. It's so expensive to even buy a house. Like, you are never going to be able to get an interest rate less than 5% on a new house right now. And that's high. Even 5% is high. Believe it or not. I know when I went to the bank to see about trying to, like, looking at interest rates and stuff for the cars and stuff, man, that shit's expensive, man. Even like for my son, the dealership gave me like well, depending obviously on what bank you go through, but one of the banks that offers the first time buyer program for somebody that's never purchased a car, the interest rate for them is 17%, and that's fucking high. Like, really high. That's crazy. But I feel like, I mean, it's not that I doubt me and Michael, like how strong we are, because if you guys didn't know, Michael is also a recovered addict. He has been clean actually longer than me. He got clean when I first met him. He had already been 3 months clean, and he's been clean ever since. I mean, the only time he had anything in his system was when he went through chemo treatment, but other than that, he's been clean. But I think that if we would have stayed in Santa Fe, most likely I would have probably relapsed, honestly, because I don't know. I just think I would have. But I'm lonely out here. Like, I do get lonely. When I go to Santa Fe, I do go and I miss like my friends and my cousins and my family and stuff. My mom, my brothers, everybody. But I am also glad I'm out here because I feel like if I would have stayed in Santa Fe, my kids would probably be in so much trouble. You know, like I think I would have been in a lot of trouble. My kids would have been in bullshit and a bunch of trouble too. So yeah, I don't want that for them. Yeah, I'm very grateful to be out here. Okay, you guys, I love you guys so much. I will see you guys whenever I get back. I gotta do my hair like I said. I kind of want to fix a little bit of the blonde that I need to before I do a Foxy Bay Live, but I might just do it. We want to move from California, but a house, they're expensive. We're looking for a 6-bedroom house and more bathrooms. Oh my God, girl. Like, honestly, like I said, we got lucky because my house right now, I have a 5-bedroom house. 5-bedroom, 3 bathrooms, 3 living rooms, 2 dining table areas, and 3-car garage. My mortgage is half of what they rent these houses out here, or actually less than half, because a house this size where I live just to rent, which means mortgages are probably way higher now because everything went up. That's why I said we got lucky when we got ours. But just to rent a house my size here in Rio Rancho, you're going to spend around $3,000 or $4,000. Okay. And to buy it, it might be a little bit lower, but it's never going to compare to what my mortgage is right now, which is insane. Like, my mom's like, you guys got lucky. She's like, honestly, don't ever sell your house. It's such a blessing, you know, to be able to even have a house like that. Better yet, to even have such a good interest rate. You'll never get that now. Even my interest rate on my CTS was really good. It was 3.5 when I bought my CTS, and I bought that right after we bought the house. Sorry, I'm gonna pick this up. Okay, but I'm gonna go, you guys. So if you do look for a house, I feel you. Everything is so expensive. Like right now, the timing on buying houses is so bad. But also, it also sucks too for those that have to rent, because who the hell really wants to be paying on a house that you're never gonna own? Like, that's why it's better to buy a house. But it's kind of hard when everything is expensive. Food, clothes, gas, you name it. Everything is expensive. It's horrible. But I'll see you guys. I love you guys so much. I'll come back if anything. I gotta go. I gotta take my son to work and pick up Jaden and start dinner because I gotta take Junior to practice too. But I'll see you guys whenever I get back. You guys have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Keep an eye out. I'm gonna post my little Easter bunny look that I made last night. It's very simple but cute. I wanted to do it for Easter because I bought the little bunny ears, and I was like, I might as well. I'm not gonna waste my money for buying the little bunny ears. But yeah, I love you guys so much. You guys have a good day. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.